Because now I have to talk to Arnaud because you are the one that pushed me now in January or December also. You pushed me to start again co-creating conversations. So I thought I have to talk to you, co-create with you, and have you.
Uh,
It's an honor.
you are enjoying it, so that's the most important part,
Yes, I love it.
to live it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So how are you doing? What are you doing these days?
I'm doing great. What am I doing? I think the biggest thing I'm doing is building a movement called the Heart Economy
Mm-hmm.
out of
Mm-hmm.
New York. And the whole game there would be to provide a space in each city in the world where people can experience heart leadership or be a heart entrepreneur and be in the community of heart leaders, connect together, be part of the network, and also get support. So by becoming a member of the chapters, you get access to the Heartful Method so that you can get better at becoming a heart leader. And so we created an assessment as well, which
Mm-hmm.
helps you to measure yourself against heart leadership. And we're looking at creating a study with a university in the US and, creating all
Yes.
together. And so that's and as I did that, came together two other things, which is one, providing the Heartful Method for groups and companies. So it's working very nicely. And also locating new guides so that I can not be there all the time. And I'm happy to have already two and
Mm-hmm.
grow from there. If we could all open up to uh, more heart more heartful life, let's put it that
Yes.
way, and where we're counseled and advised by our heart with a big H.
Mm-hmm.
My bet is everything would be a lot better
Yes.
from what we know today, in any case. And this is what I see with my clients, and therefore at scale, all the better, obviously. And so, yeah, putting together the the bricks, and
Mm-hmm.
and out of that are coming opportunities I wouldn't even dream of, like big Fortune 50 companies coming over to work with us, and which is awesome um, in the luxury business. And so, it's stepping one day at a time, releasing anything that was still on the way towards, keeping me from living this dream that I have within, this vision, this life purpose, and therefore not identifying anymore to these limits, self-imposed limits.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they're, it's not consciously being imposed, but we still carry them with ourselves. And and witnessing people getting free, right?
Yes, that's
That's the
amazing.
most beautiful aspect of it. And so very happy about that.
Yes. Yes. So and so nurturing, no? It's so nurturing when you are able to see someone um, getting rid of their limiting beliefs of their way of being, um, the way they are told to be, and not to be themselves. When you see them thriving, when you see them listening to their heart
Mm.
and being guided by their heart, that's amazing. It's such a beautiful energy.
It's a beautiful fireworks.
Yes, yes.
Yes. And yeah, I'm opening also a group for high achieving women, because
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen, I was in Dubai to announce the heart economy at COP28.
Uh-huh.
We met a few high achieving women there, and I saw that there was a need for that. And so, and I just already have a group, and it's absolutely amazing to see how they're responding to it. So it's it's very satisfactory. It's a very feeling. It's a better word, and very blossom. I mean, seeing that blossoming that you were mentioning earlier
Mhm.
for that.
Yes.
And now I'm, writing my third book, The Heartful Method for Entrepreneurs, and I'm happy as a clam writing it. So
Mhm.
that also is very cool.
Yes, yes. I see you. And also, I see you as someone that, like you were saying now, someone that since you are living through the heart, no? Connected, guided by the heart. As you go along, you discover opportunities. You see them, you feel them, and you act upon them because that's what you are guided to do.
Yeah,
Yeah. So many things, beautiful things happen when things that we could not even imagine, but because we are being led by the heart and we respond to that,
mm,
then things happen that you say I would never have imagined.
yeah, exactly. And when we are allowing ourselves to do so, and just following something, an invisible
Mm.
nudge towards this direction or that direction, then comes amazing experiences, and not only experiences but outcomes, right? I'm not talking about just for the sake of the experience, but more where all of a sudden you connect with someone that you were not expecting, or comes a proposal to work with this or that company. So it's very, very pragmatic.
Mhm.
And but we tend to like and love to control, so therefore we tend not to do that, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But we can,
You can, and you have a method for that.
and I have a method for that.
In addition,
Yes,
plus you're
yes,
living your as an example of the method itself, no? Because you have something so that people learn to be guided by the heart, to listen to the heart.
yeah. To rewire themselves, so re-understanding their relationship with themselves, their reality. And once we've done that, then we learn the practice of creating that relationship with our life, with our
Mhm.
reality, that is more of a dialogue than
Mhm.
a monologue in this case, where um, life is telling me something and then I respond to it, and it's a dance, right?
Yes. Yes.
And and so learning that language, these steps, I think everybody in the world should learn them, because it's off, offered and open to anyone. And not using them is a pity, because, well, it's not a pity, it's perfect as well. But we're, let's say that we're amputating ourselves from a big, 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 big aspect of ourselves,
Yeah.
which again is a choice, it's fine. But then maybe we can do differently.
Mhm.
And that's the
Mhm.
opportunity we have. And that's what each moment is offering that to us. Sorry.
Thank you for being here because you're a little bit sick. So I appreciate that.
Hold on a sec.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Uh, so yeah, it's fulfilling, it's peaceful, it's growth, it's abundance,
Mm.
in all the terms, no, not just health or wealth, everything. And it's opening up to a constant support.
Mhm. Yes.
That's what the heart economy is looking to offer as well, that constant support, which more is more of an organization here, but it's a good stepping stone towards living it on our own without supporting structure.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a fun journey
Yes, it's a powerful journey,
as well.
full of potential.
Always.
Yes, that's so nice. Plus, I believe that because I see it now, well, I see it when I talk, when I go around now, when you talk about the heart and love, and since it has been so banalized by society, when you, uh, or even when you say you're spiritual, then people have certain things in mind, no?
Yes.
They are not what it is. So I think also in your side, having a method allows them to move from the mind into the heart and experience
Yes.
it.
And sorry.
Um,
Um, Actually, it's a good point. The heart, the way I define it,
mhm,
is probably we should have a big H instead of a small one. I mean, yes, there is the physical organ with all its properties and that are absolutely outstanding. But if we go beyond this layer, this physical layer, there is so other layers that have a higher frequency and therefore are not necessarily measurable. Let's put it that way. And what I call the heart, and it's kind of a box where I put a lot of things, but it's all that is not defined, all that is not finite. In other words, it's the highest vibration we can be or we are, highest frequency, sorry, and something that is not material, but nevertheless offers, it's the only way for us to experience myself,
mhm,
Arnaud, if that heart is there.
mhm,
Heart acts as a white screen on which is shown that character, Arnaud. And that heart can be called source, God, unconditional love. Um, Again, the highest potential frequency ever, right?
mhm, mhm,
Um, and so this is what is guiding us. So it's kind of, in other words, the Heartful Method in the end is a mix of quantum physics and ancient philosophies and religions and whatnot. It encompasses all the different layers of the human experience and creating a cohesive framework,
mhm,
sharing a cohesive framework. And one of the premises that this heart I'm talking about is the one that is constantly guiding us through what we call life, the flow of life, towards the highest vibration we can be, or the highest frequency we can be. And that's the game on which we are, the game plan. And the more we do that, indeed, it's more, we're like a bit like one of these big balloons. As you drop the sand, well, it goes up on its own, which doesn't seem logical when we are on the floor, but that's how it works. So, yeah, and the method is about that: how to drop the sand uh,
mhm. Beautiful. Yeah.
and and become more of a balloon
Mhm.
and enjoy
Free.
the view.
Enjoy the view and freedom. It
Yeah,
gives you a lot of freedom. It detaches you from everything, from the
yeah,
mind. It's really the freedom and the limitless potential we have within, which is liberating. Once you feel it, it's nothing else matters. Nothing else matters, and everything matters. Let's say no,
exactly.
because you're united with everyone and everything. You're in relationship with everyone and everything.
Mm.
So it matters, but it doesn't matter in the way of acting or reacting, triggering all those things that
Yes,
come from the mind. No, here is you are respecting yourself, you are loving yourself, and you do it with everything and everyone.
Mhm.
And you appreciate, no? You start, it's gratitude, it's so many things because it's bigger in ourselves.
Mhm. And you're doing it with ease.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So it's a complete change of paradigm
Yes.
from struggle to ease.
Yes. And the whole perception changes,
Mhm.
which everything is perception. No? The way we see the world depends on our perception, and the way we respond to the outside is our perception. So everything changes because it comes from the inside, it goes inside out. So yes, beautiful.
Mm. It is.
Really happy, really happy. And that you are now in your third book.
I am now in my third book. This one is the Heartful Method for Entrepreneurs. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be called From Heart to Impact or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Um, and the challenge I put myself into is to lay out the whole theory
Mm-hmm.
framework in one book. Well, first in a book,
Yeah.
like, and then in one book, um, without boring the audience or the readers, which is tricky by itself. And and so yeah, it's the first of several, and very excited by it because, well, one, I have to lay out the different research behind it and whatnot so that everybody's happy with
Mm-hmm.
that. We don't want them to accept it at face value, right? That would be not a good thing. And from that, well, hopefully emulate more people joining the Heart Economy, the Heart Leaders Network, and practice, because it's
Yes.
all practice.
Yes. It's all about, I would say, no, exploration, experiencing, and practice.
Yeah,
Yeah, experience and practice. Yeah. If not, you're not able to know what it is.
yeah. I mean, and it's like a muscle. Self-awareness
Mm-hmm.
and what it entails is really a muscle. It's just as we practice more and more and more, it becomes second nature. Well, actually, it's
Yes.
the first nature, but we forgot that. And then things can start to, well, to become easier,
Mm-hmm.
and growth happens on its own. And as we realize the interconnectedness of everything,
Yes.
of every aspect of ourselves that is defining every single event that is occurring in my life. And that's the challenge, and the journey on which we are.
Yes. And at the end, for me, when you were talking, for me, it's like returning to ourselves.
Mhm.
You know?
Yes.
That's why it gets simple. Once you, the practice is because you have to be willing. In practice, you have to be willing to practice and get rid, unlearn certain things, but go back into your essence.
Mm.
And that's why later, when you are in your essence, it's easy because it's simple, because you are you. There's nothing else.
Exactly.
Mhm. Mm.
Exactly. And at the beginning, it seems impossible and bizarre,
Mhm.
although gradually we start to understand and it becomes a reality,
Mhm.
literally
Yeah.
speaking.
Yes. Yes. Very nice.
But it's a big jump for society, or our culture, to realize that we need to own anything and everything that is happening in our reality. That it's not we need to, it's just our nature. So let's realize that. And therefore, there is no more place to feel being a victim, or anything else, or just to stay in the hustle struggle kind of framework. which again is complicated from a cultural standpoint because this is what we have all learned since the beginning, and more so entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
But and it's that doesn't say it's not true that there's no hustle and struggle. There is at a certain layer, at the lowest layers, but then we can uh, rise above, and then everything becomes much simpler.
Yeah.
And we create
Mm.
instead of being identified to the problems we face.
Mm.
And that changes the whole paradigm.
Yes, yes, yes. And you're not adhered to what society has, or what any technique, like entrepreneur, for instance, social entrepreneurship, how it has to be. All those things, they vanish because as you learn to listen to your heart, you learn that there's only a unique way for you. It's your way. And so you liberate yourself from all these boxes, and and overcome that layer to go into this creativity, your creativity.
That is always there, but we don't
Yes,
pay attention to it.
yes. We are boxed in
Yes,
until we learn.
exactly. So,
Mhm. Well, thank you so much.
my pleasure. Thank you for offering me this stage.
Always welcome. It's a pleasure and an honor.